Hey peepsy doodles. So today I actually wanted to get back on track with some witchy things, but I'm super into reading right now, and so I figured I would combine the two and give you guys a little bit of a list of witchy books that are on my TBR list, which is my to be read list. So these are books that I own that I have been wanting to read, and I have just been doing other things, but they're books that I have had either for a while or just got recently that I'm really excited to read and really excited to delve into, and I have them on my to be read list. So I figured I would share them with you and see if they are ones that you also may be interested in. And they are of all different styles, so yeah, they cover the board. So let's begin. So the first book that I got, and this one I got relatively recently, this is called Esoteric Empathy. I think I actually got this one earlier this year. I am constantly trying to find books on empathy, especially being an empath. I think it's really interesting to read how other people deal with it, and different types of empaths and different types of empathy, and I just think it's super interesting. So, and I haven't found a lot of really fantastic books on the subject. So this one is called Esoteric Empathy by Raven Digitalis, which is a well-known author. A magical and metaphysical guide to emotional sensitivity. So, all kinds of goodness. So basically, this one has a whole bunch of information on like how to function in society as an empath, psychic gifts related to empathies. It also has rituals, meditation, spells, and spiritual exercises for, you know, me being a practicing witch, also an empath. Stones, herbs, tools, plants, and deities for empaths, grounding and shielding, how to create personal boundaries, how to work with stress, anxiety, and depression. Empathy in history, science, and metaphysics, emotional contagion, and mirror neurons. So it literally goes through the entire spectrum of empathy, from the history to the science behind it to the metaphysical realm, all in one book. And I am really excited to see how well Raven's able to do that. So this is all on my TBR list. Next one on my TBR list, I got this book. Time doesn't work for me anymore. I feel like it was last year. It may have been 2 years ago now. This book is called Witchy Mama. I got this when, now Aria is 3 now. I want to say I got this when she was a year and a half or maybe 2. And so this is called Witchy Mama, Magical Traditions, Motherly Insights, and Sacred Knowledge. By Melanie Marquis and Emily A. Francis. And I've shown you guys this before. So this is, but I was really excited for this because I felt like, being a new mother, I was having kind of a hard time figuring out exactly what to do with the little ones, you know. So this one's written for mothers by mothers. It offers a practical and magical ideas, inspiration, and information to help you overcome stress and exhaustion. Fucking hello. Banish bad dreams, soothe boo-boos, create a magical home, achieve personal goals, and more, which I feel like every single witchy mother needs. So I'm really excited to kind of go through this book. Now, the first thing that kind of, I don't want to say that it turned me off, but one of the things that I noticed is like the first half of the book. Yeah, I mean it's all for the mother, but the first, well, and that's preparing for birth and nursing. So like literally the first probably 2/3, if not almost half of the book, has to do with when you're pregnant or when you're about to give birth, or, you know, all of like the pre-baby pregnancy stuff. And at the time that I got the book, I already had a toddler. So I feel like I kind of felt like I was gypped, which, I mean, I wasn't, but that's how I looked at it. I was like, oh, well, you know, I don't really think that I want to read this now because, you know, half of the book is already something that I've already experienced. So I can't really go through it. But, you know, now that Arya is 3, you know, I'm kind of excited to maybe give this book a chance, and, you know, even if I start after the pregnancy phase, you know, kind of read through and just get some ideas from it, because, you know, looking through it, it sounds really, really interesting. There's like simple charms and rituals to help ease conflicts, remove fears, protect children, boost happiness, connect with your body during pregnancy, all that stuff. There's yoga poses in here. You know, it says this book won't tell you how to parent, but it will help you be happier, more successful as a parent while still being your own person, which I think every parent needs. So I'm excited to give this one a try. Next on my list, so I have had this book for literal years. I can't remember who recommended it to me. I don't remember if it was Dee, or if it was Crystal, or if it was Alora, or if it was Melanie. And if it was one of you, please let me know, because I would like to give you credit for this. But this is called The Scalpel and the Soul: Encounters with Surgery, the Supernatural, and the Healing Power of Hope. So basically, the story behind this, in, you know, summed up, there's a neurosurgeon who, as far as I knew, did not believe in any kind of afterlife, any kind of anything. And something happened to him to where he experienced, you know, his experiences in and out of the operating room with apparitions, exorcism, after-death survival, and the miracle of hope. And so with me working in surgery, I really liked the idea of being able to combine my metaphysical side and my work side into one. So I've had this book for years, and I never read it. It sat on my shelf for a really long time, and I never read it. And I really wish that I could remember who recommended this to me, because I wasn't even out of school yet for Surge Tech, and I've been a tech now for 2014. No, I graduated in 2015. So 4 years I've been a tech. So I probably had this book for like 5 years. So explores how premonition, superstition, hope, and faith not only become factors in how patients feel, but can change outcomes in life or death situations. Dr. Alan Hamilton, remarkable record, addresses the mysteries, attractive powers, and the soul exerts during life-threatening events, validates the unexplained manifestations physicians see every day, and empowers patients to voice their spiritual needs when they seek medical help. This book features 20 rules to live by, practical, hard-won advice for patients or their loved ones on how to navigate the physical and spiritual challenges of surgery and critical care. So this is what I've had on my list for a long time, and it's one that I want to pick up and read. So, okay. Next, I think I've showed you guys this one because this is a more recent buy. This is called The Awakened Psychic by Kayla Ambrose, What You Need to Know to Develop Your Psychic Abilities. Now, this one's a little bit of a cheat because I have started this book, but I did not finish it, and I really enjoyed what I read about the book so far. It's kind of similar to a lot of the Hey, Awaken Your Psychic Abilities books, but I just liked her voice behind it. I liked her very down-to-earth way of explaining things. So The Awakened Psychic is a guide to developing your inner psychic and tuning into your intuitive wisdom, hands-on exercises and stories from the author's practice. This book is all about lifting the veil between worlds, seeing into the future, and connecting with spirits and loved ones on the other side. So she teaches you how to build a powerful energy field for psychic self-defense, the difference between being psychic and being a medium, techniques to heighten your psychic abilities, how ghosts and spirits are different, how to awaken your powerful inner intuitive oracle, the difference between intuitive hunch and being psychic, and techniques to connect with spirit guides and your higher self. So I remember reading it, that I really, really liked it, and I really liked how she went about everything. I just never finished it, so this is one that I would like to pick back up and give another go. finally. So this book is a little bit more on my radar now that it is closer to Samhain. It's that fall spooky time of year. I've had this book for literal years. Actually, I think I had this book prior to even being with my husband now. So that's been, we've been dating, well, we've been together for 8 years. So I've probably had this book for 10 years, and I have, maybe not. Maybe I bought it when we were in the apartment. I don't know, but it's been a while, years. And I feel like I started it. I might not have even started it. So I am a fan of Michelle Belanger. She is a psychic medium. She's also a, I don't know how she calls herself, but I know that she has a lot of info and writes a ton on vampires, and I want to say that she is a self-proclaimed vampire, and I don't know exactly what she calls herself. But so this is called Walking the Twilight Path, a gothic book of the dead. And this is something that, it's one of the few books of this kind that I have on my shelf, but I really think, at least in my practice, it's important to have both parts of the spectrum. You know, you have like all of the happy-go-lucky spells and things on herbs and crystals and all that stuff, but then you have the other side, you know, a little bit darker side, and to learn more about delving into death and delving into things that are a little bit on the darker end of the spectrum, not in a negative light, but literally to be able to see both parts and to remain in that neutral ground and not have one foot too heavy in either side. So what this does is, it's a powerful and evocative, this postmodern Book of the Dead is for mystics, witches, gothics, and anyone attracted to the beauty and mystery of death, a vital and transformational force that is integral to our daily lives. Becoming familiar with this intrinsic yet denied aspect of our lives as you connect with your spirit companion, meditate on gravestone sculptures, create a necromantic medicine bag, and keep a personal Book of the Dead, drawing on the wisdom of shamans, magicians, Tibetan Buddhists, and ancient Egyptians. Michelle Belanger illuminates death as a gateway to change and regeneration. On this life-affirming journey, you will visit the other side, reach out to spirits, and become a walker between worlds to experience healing and empowerment. So, this book has always interested me, and I've never picked it up. You know, I just haven't. So, I'm very excited. I really, really like her. I really enjoy listening to her and reading what, you know, the various books that she has out. And so this is my other one that I have on my TBR. So those are the 5 books that I currently have on my radar as far as witchy reads. Yeah, so that's what I got. I'm kind of excited about it. I was gonna do a wow, it's gone. I was gonna do a library chat on the fiction books that I am excited for, and I was like, you know what, I haven't done a witchy book chat in a little while, and so I figured I would just do that and tell you guys some of the witchy books that I have not read yet, which is like the majority of them, but that I have and that I want to pick up and read. Because a lot of the books, you know, you have on your witchy shelf, it's not something that you like pick up and flip through. It's something that you pick up because you need at the moment, and you flip to whatever you need and then you put it back. But then there are books like this that deserve a once over, you know, deserve a good cover to cover sweep, and I haven't done that. So I'm really excited to get into those and to see kind of what I got going on. So I love you guys very much. I hope that you guys have an awesome day. I will see you guys on Sunday for those of you that have read Serpent and Dove and want to join in on my live book club review, spoiler-filled review of Serpent and Dove. We will be doing that October 13th. I don't have a time for you yet, but keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook, and I will give you guys all the details in the next couple days. I'll leave the link to all of that in the description. So I'm gonna get going because I got a call with my full fam here pretty soon. So you guys have an awesome night, and I